a lot of people come up to me because I'm a track guy and they ask me, what's the difference between football speed and track speed? And I'm sure a lot of people ask you that as well. And in my opinion, fast is fast.
Right.
So if you got a guy like Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders,
right.
Randy Moss, I didn't know Randy Moss ran track until I saw the 30 for 30.
Right.
Ran University. And I'm like, oh, Randy! I saw a clip of him running track, and I'm pretty sure he was real fast. But you got a guy now who plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. His name is Derico Tilley. Now he's legit fast. I don't care if you put him on the track or you put him on the field. He's fast. But one of the things that kind of irked me a little bit was when Kansas City was playing, and the commentators, what they did was they his personal best, and I don't know what condition, I don't know if it was wind dated or not, but his personal best is 20.14,
right.
which is very fast
right.
at 200 meters. But they put like a little marker in the 2016 Olympic 200 meters with Usain Bolt and some of the other fastest people in that respective event. And, they kind of had it going along and him running the race with them. And they say, okay, because this is his personal best, he would have placed 6th in the Olympics in the 2016. And the reason why that irked me is because they don't understand the environment, the conditions. They don't understand that was probably their third race, their third round running. And I believe, and Usain Bolt was older at this time. His personal best is 1919 world record. But I think in that race in 2016, he ran 1978.
Right.
And so that's still fast, obviously. But in your opinion, what is the main difference between football speed or being successful with football speed and being successful in terms of track?
To me, it's no comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Different people have different opinions. You can let's take apples to apples.
Mm-hmm.
You take your fastest NFL player, you put him up against the fastest athlete, track and field athlete.
Yeah.
That track and field athlete will run away from that football player all day long.
Yeah.
You take a college athlete, college football player. That college track athlete is going to run away from that football player all day long. Mm-hmm. And in some instances, that college athlete will outrun the NFL player.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Because if you take Coleman and put him up against the guy from the Chiefs, Coleman gonna run away.
Yeah, all day. And I mean, it's no. I think he was still at the University of Tennessee, and it wasn't in the combine or anything, but he ran a 40. And he ran 4.12.
Right.
And people are like, oh. Yeah. And he's the current. He broke Maurice Green's world record in the 60s. He ran 6.34.
Right.
That's blazing speed.
Right.
He's ran sub 9.8.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't like when it's compared.
Yeah, there's no comparison.
Yeah, I mean, in football, and don't get me wrong, you have to be successful in the sport you're playing in. And so in football, you have to be quick. You got to have agility, and you have to be able to make quick decisions in small areas. Tyreek Hill may be the fastest guy in the NFL, one of the fastest guys, but Julian Edelman for the Patriots could be looked at as a better overall wide receiver in terms of the situations that he puts his team in. He won the MVP of the Super Bowl, but he's not as near as fast as Tyreek Hill.
Right.
People have to understand in track and field, it's not just about developing the speed or building the speed, reaching maximum speed. It's about maintaining that speed.
Right.
And so if you reach maximum speed at 60 meters, 30 meters, and you're going into your phases with 60 meters, how long can you maintain
your
start
accelerating in another 10, 20 meters?
Actually, yes. And so people don't realize that.
Right.
It's not the person who accelerates the fastest, it's the person who decelerates the least. And so for me, track and field all day, every day. And don't get me wrong, if we line people up in the 40, you're not going to blow nobody out in the 40 if everybody's fast. That's too short of a race. But the shortest race outdoors, 100 meters, and everybody who's ever ran 100 meters know that even though it's the shortest race, you have to be patient.
Right.
And so can you get a little bit into that, because you were a 100-meter specialist? I know you went up to the 400 as well. But can you tell a little bit about the progressions that you have to go through in terms of the 100 meters?
In the 100 meters and the 200 meters, you have to start.
Mm-hmm.
The start, you get in the blocks. You set your blocks, you get in your blocks. Then you go to your drive phase. Drive phase is anywhere between 25, 30 meters.
Yeah.
I pretty much drove for 25 meters.
Mm-hmm.
You get to your transitional phase. Transitional phase is when you gradually come up I use the analogy with my athletes. It's like an airplane taking off.
Okay.
You running down the runway and you gradually come up. Once you go through the transitional phase, you have your lift phase. And your lift phase is when you up, body in the right position, you coming up, legs at 90 degrees, and you snatching the track up under you, and you just top out.
Yeah. So, and one of the things, and I made this mistake in high school and in college, you know, specifically with the 100 meters, because you'll have a guy who's right beside you who can be quick, and they have an excellent start, and they have a good reaction time to the gun, and they're out a step ahead of you. And immediately in your mind, like, I got to catch up.
Right.
And that's one of the worst mistakes you can make, because at that point, you're shortening up your stride.
Right.
And you're not going through your phases properly, and what it's going to do is it's going to hurt you in the long run.
Right.
And so
That's
developing that.
What that's called is not running your own race. What I try to teach my kids is focus on your lane and your lane only. Look 3 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Just because a guy came out the blocks faster than you doesn't mean he's gonna beat you.
Yeah.
You know, I've had guys beat me out the blocks, but at 25, 30 meters, I was past.
Yeah.
I was going through my transitional phase, lifting and running a whole lot faster. And they end up running like maybe 10-4.
Yeah.
Me running 10-3, 10-2, somewhere in there. So you have to go through those different phases in order to maximize your speed.